and welcome to the John Fitzgerald Gymnasium for Game 2 of the Cardinal Newman Classic, and a very interesting matchup here. Pleasant Valley of Chico, the Vikings, taking on the Sacramento Dragons. Very proud program, and we're expecting a great matchup between these two teams. Pleasant Valley has had a great couple of seasons their last few years, and they're hoping to make some noise. This is a great matchup. The winner of this will play St. Mary's of Stockton. So very big game if you hope to get some NorCal seeding later down the road. Teams from different sections. However, they could meet up later on down the year because they're both in the same division. I'm Dave Cox along with Nick Mattos, and we saw a great first game. Ended up being pretty close. We'll see how these teams get off to a great start, and if they can make some noise here early on in this game and get into that winner's bracket, which is what you want to do. You're guaranteed playing a couple more games, so that's definitely where you want to be.
Yeah, Dave, you know, Sacramento High School is, they've got a coach there, Michelle Massari, like you mentioned. She's been there 20 years experience. She was 2011 Sacramento Bee Coach of the Year, 2013 Cal High Sports Division II Coach of the Year. You know, their team is very young this year, though. They only have 2 seniors on the team, 1 junior, 7 sophomores on the team, and 2 freshmen. So this looks like a building year outwardly, but you never know about these young girls. We saw Cardinal Newman last year with a lot of freshmen go on and win the state title. So Sacramento's going to have a tough opponent in Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley, 26 wins and 2 losses last year, and they're returning 4 of their starters. Kayla Joyce, the senior guard, is a very special player, and their junior forward, Serena Tuatelli. Those are 2 players we want to keep our eye on for Pleasant Valley. They have 3 seniors, 4 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman.
This game is kind of in the middle of the bracket toward the bottom. Sacramento, Pleasant Valley sees St. Mary's and Menlo. That'll be the nightcap tonight, the 8:30 game. So the winner of this plays the winner of that. The next game after that, the Cardinal Newman game. You see the score popping in there from the Camp Alindo St. Mary's game. Camp Alindo moving on to the winner's bracket.
Sacramento's in the white, and Pleasant Valley is in the blue. The dark blue with the light blue numbers.
Referee trying to move everybody down a little bit. Sacramento has a Metro League record over the last 11 years of 129-5, and they've won 10 conference championships in that Metro League in the Sacramento area out of 11 years. Not bad. And there's the block from behind coming right down. Wow. Great start.
The 6-foot sophomore Anna Blunt for Sacramento blocked the shot. Serena Tuatelli was going up for a layup, and it was denied.
Going for the steal, but Pleasant Valley handles it. Some intense defense right off the bat. Pleasant Valley gets it down low, but it rolls in and out. The rebound by Walters.
A lot of energy in the gym right now. You can feel it, Dave.
Tapped away by Pleasant Valley. Serena Tutel, and Tutel ends up with the basket at the other end.
Serena Tuatelli hustled down, got the miss on the shot, put it back in. Pleasant Valley in a man-to-man defense. Sacramento spreading the court.
Almost a steal there for Pleasant Valley. Tuatelli at 6 foot. She's a junior. And there's the steal.
Stolen.
First turnover of the night.
Stolen by Kayla Joyce. Tuatelli misses the shot. Rebounded by Rianne Walters.
In the lane, no good. Tuatelli with the rebound.
Beautiful pass by Serena Tuatelli.
And there's the lay-in.
Tuatelli got that outlet pass and just fired it up court, Dave.
Claire Garcia on the receiving end of that one, and it's a 4-0 start for the Pleasant Valley Vikings.
I like how she led the girl up, led Garcia up the court there, Dave. Threw the ball way in front of her. Garcia was able to run to it, get it for an easy basket. Nice offensive rebound by Anna Blunt. Are they going to give her 2 free throws? Looks like she's going to the line. No?
Marty was my consultant on that. I asked
Yeah,
Marty.
I think she's going to go 2 free throws here. She was fouled on the shot.
Going to the free throw line for Sacramento now is Anna Blount. Blount, sophomore. And that one is good.
Nice.
Coach Tyler Newton, man, he's a big fella. He probably played a little post in his day. What do you think, Nick?
5'11".
6'11". I'm looking at.
Excuse me.
If he's 5'11", I'm 4'9". I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, Dave. 6'11". I was asking him about that because he's the biggest guy in the gym right now. And I think he probably will be, okay? I don't know if anybody's coming in here that's taller than him.
I don't think
nice
so.
pass
I
by
don't think we have any
Tuatelli.
7-footers. 2-point lead now for Pleasant Valley. Garcia trying to get it down low. Tuatelli back out to Garcia.
The man-to-man defense for Sacramento High is doing a very good job.
Pleasant Valley keeping it their calm, though, not trying to push it too much. And they're doing a pretty good job against that pressure. We saw a lot of turnovers in the earlier game between Campo and St. Mary's, and these teams doing a pretty good job taking care of the ball right now.
Dave, one thing I noticed about Sacramento is they do a good job of playing off the ball. There's a nice inbound pass. Nice shot by Serena Tuatelli on the inbound pass.
So a nice basket there for Pleasant Valley. Serena Tuatelli. Tuatelli with the block right there as well.
Serena Speedy McMillan came in for Sacramento, got the rebound, tried to put the shot back up. The shot didn't go, but you got to give Serena, her nickname is Speedy, and she showed why. She came hustling in there really good, got that offensive rebound.
I want to thank our sponsors for making it happen. Our title sponsor, Cameron & Cameron, Ranch and Vineyard Supply, The Loft Salon, Lepes Taqueria, Malloy Insurance, Irvine Real Estate, Judy Groverman Walker, JGW Events, Striping Graphics, and Canaveries. Also, North Bay Elite.
You gotta love Serena Speedy McMillan. That's a great name, and she showed it right there. Very impressed with her.
Now Sacramento trailing by 4 here in the early going.
No. Thank you. Thank you. Inbound play here for Sac High. Setting up the old picket fence, Dave.
See if they can work this inbound. They end up all the way up top of it to Walters. Walters
nice.
Try a 3, and she hits it to make it a 1-point game.
Beautiful ball movement right there by Sac High. Breanne Walters buries the 3. Now they're full court pressing, and they Sac High steals.
Toller with the steal, and the lay-in is good by Serena Speedy McMillan. McMillan with a chance for a 3-point lead, and now Sacramento takes the lead.
Pleasant Valley got caught off guard there as they were trying to bring the ball up here against the press. Sacramento had 3 girls on her. Ball got to Speedy. She laid it in for the basket, and now she's going to try to add the 1 onto it to complete the 3-point play.
McMillan does not, but an offensive rebound. Pleasant Valley fighting for it, but it's kept alive, and Sacramento scores as Blount ends up with the second offensive rebound on that possession for Sacramento. The Dragons really working hard at the defensive end. They are intense. 3-ball for Pleasant Valley. That's the way to answer that. As Joyce hits the 3, Kayla Joyce.
Sacramento's defense did a good job.
Laying at the other end by Walters, and now a timeout taken by Pleasant Valley. As back and forth we go here in the early going.
Yeah, I like the timeout by the coach there. Did a good job. Coach Tyler Newton there, trying to slow his team down a little bit here. There's the nice 3-point shot by Kayla Joyce for Pleasanton. This is Tyler's second year as the head coach for Pleasant Valley. 26 wins and 2 losses last year for his first year there, so he's doing a good job, obviously.
Way to do it.
There's the left-handed lay-in by Anna Blum. Anna's having a good game here starting off. She's rebounding, scoring. The pressure defense by Sacramento's causing some problems for Pleasant Valley. They're standing their full court press right now. It's a zone full court press.
Pleasant Valley now across. Another steal for Sacramento. McMillan out in front of the pack, and she's hammered on her way to the rack. Double teamed that time. Not sure who will get the personal foul.
Yeah, the blocks on Kayla. She didn't get her position and hold her ground there. And Speedy ran right into her.
Ends up getting called for the foul.
There's the steal by Sacramento. Speedy's got the ball. Kayla reaches in, and that's going to be a call to foul every time. Speedy goes to the free throw line here. Nope, it's going to be an inbounds play for Sacramento. She was not shooting the ball on the play.
Pleasant Valley has put together what they consider to be the toughest schedule in program history, and being in this tournament, a big part of that. If there is a tougher tournament in NorCal going on right now to kick off the season, I don't know where it is, because Utah had 6 of the top 20 in Northern California are in this tournament, and it's really going to be an excellent tournament. Can't wait for the winner's bracket games tomorrow night. It's going to be very intense.
You're absolutely right, Dave. There's no easy teams. There's no weak teams in this tournament.
Olivia Lane at the basket. Next game will feature Cardinal Newman, the Division IV defending state champion. Nice back in there by Blount, who has 6. And there's the steal by Sacramento. The intense defensive pressure starting to pay a toll. And down low, the pass goes with a foul call on Olivia Lane.
The athleticism here shows up right here for Anna Blount. Anna's really strong, and she's tall, 6 foot, uses her strength and her athletic ability to get right in there for a nice little easy shot. Right now, the speed for Sacramento is causing a lot of problems for Pleasant Valley. Pleasant Valley is substituting in some players right now. Their 6 foot forward, Serena Tuateli's coming back in, and I think it's a good move right now. Sacramento is exerting itself on the offensive and defensive rebounds.
3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Nice drive to the basket for Sacramento, but the block by Tuateli underneath after the offensive board. Pleasant Valley trying to run the floor. They lose the handle.
That's too bad. Pleasant Valley was on a break there, and Chloe Meyer lost the ball. Pleasant Valley staying in their man-to-man defense. In this case, woman-to-woman.
Sacramento trying to add to a 2-point lead. Dave Cox and Nick Mattos bringing you the action here from the Cardinal Newman Classic, and there is a 3 by Advent. Wow, Adriana Advent sticks that one. Pleasant Valley having a little trouble now with the pressure. Coach Michelle Massari saying, turn it up, ladies, keep the heat, because that is really starting to make things tough on Pleasant Valley. A 5-point lead for Sacramento. They've got the lead and the leather. Into the corner it goes to McMillan. Dumping it down low. Blount with the left hand, and she's fouled, cutting across the basket.
Yeah, that.
Chloe Meyer got her.
Here's the previous play here. Slides the ball out to Rianne Walters. Kicks it over to Adriana Advent, who buries the three-pointer. Sacramento's defense is what's setting this all up for them. Their defense is really swarming to the ball right now. They're very quick and athletic. Pleasant Valley's having a lot of trouble getting the ball up court against the full court pressure by Sacramento. Plot misses the first free throw. Misses both of them.
Foul call. Masari, who actually went to Cal State Chico, went to Chico State, so she's probably really familiar with the Chico area where Pleasant Valley's from. And
well, she's got her girls ready to play ball, that's for sure, Dave.
very intense pressure for Sacramento. A 5-point lead for the Dragons as we go under 2:30 here in this first quarter. McMillan giving it back to Advent underneath. Nice backdoor cut. Wow, Lawrence lays it in.
Beautiful pass by Advent. Again, the full court pressure is giving a lot of trouble for the...
That was Gomez, excuse me, on the backside that time. Sacramento gets it right back. Another turnover. The turnover is really starting to pile up now for Pleasant Valley. Boy, that would have been a backbreaker. Tuatelli with a much-needed rebound, and she's fouled from behind. Coach Newton saying, what do we got to do to get an over-the-back call, and they finally got it.
Yeah, Adriana Advent went over the back there of Serena Tuatelli. Tuatelli's really the only size that Pleasant Valley has inside the paint right now. She's a very fine player. She's just a junior, 6 foot tall. Pleasant Valley's got to solve this full court press though. They're having trouble getting the ball up to court. And again, the pass is contended and knocked out of bounds by Sacramento.
7-point lead now.
Coach Newton's trying a lot of different parts for the puzzle here for Pleasant Valley, substituting in a lot of players. Here's an opportunity for Pleasant Valley.
And
great hustle by
out
Rebecca
from behind.
Brown.
They have not had a real good open look at the basket in quite a while.
Yeah, Rebecca Brown hustled for Sacramento High there and knocked the ball out of bounds. There was an opportunity initially for Pleasant Valley.
Tuatelli to the rack and one. Serena Tuatelli, 6 points now. And boy, did the Vikings need that.
She looks like the answer, Dave. Here's the end pass to her. She drives to the hoop, forces up the shot, gets fouled. Completes the three-point play.
Tuatelli completes the three-point play. 7 points now for Serena Tuatelli. 4-point lead for the Sacramento Dragons. Sacramento Charter School.
Nice steal.
Now, and there's a steal for Pleasant Valley. Vikings trying to run the floor, but it's tapped away by Walters.
You gotta love the hustle by the Sacramento team. The Dragons just keep hustling the whole time on the court. Kayla Joyce thought she had some room there, and as she looked back over her shoulder, ball got knocked out of bounds from behind.
Long pass to
the old
Telly.
picket fence. Ran that play myself many times. Lined everybody up straight, run the one girl around the picket fence, Dave. Tuatelli had a shot, partially blocked, knocked out of bounds. Pleasant Valley keeps the ball underneath their basket here.
See if the Vikings can get it going now. Trailing by 4. Nice
Beautiful
drive to the rack by Joyce, who has 5 points here in this first quarter. 2-point lead for Sacramento. A lot of things have gone the Dragons' way, but now Joyce with the steal tries to turn the ship around for the Vikings. Joyce going to the rack, and it's an offensive foul call. Taking the charge beautifully that time was Walters, who stood her ground in the lane.
That's a tough play right there. You got to stand your ground. You know you're going to take a shot on it. Rianne stood there. Joyce ran right into her for the offensive foul. Sacramento gets the ball. Pleasant Valley's done a good job of clawing back into the game here. down by 2, 18-16. Sacramento spread the court again. And Pleasant Valley still in their man-to-man defense. Traveling call.
Turnover by Sacramento. Pleasant Valley has weathered the storm here, Nick. Got very intense for a while there, and Sacramento had momentum, but now Pleasant Valley has got a little momentum back right now, and they have a chance to tie or take the lead with this possession. Tie up as
absolutely weathered the storm. That's exactly what they did, because they were down and they were not looking very confident. The Sacramento defense was swarming, but they've calmed it down. Good job by Coach Tyler Newton. He put some players in the game, let some of his starters rest, and now they came back and they're doing better.
Runner, a little bit strong. Garcia missed that one, the rebound, and then the foul as Pleasant Valley comes down with it. That was Holloway who got the rebound.
Rebecca Brown reached in there for Sacramento and got called for the reach in. Sacramento stays in their full court press.
16 fouls against Pleasant Valley, 4 against Sacramento. The next one against Pleasant Valley will put Sacramento in the bonus situation. And there's another foul call. That's going to be the 5th now against Sacramento.
Nice job by Pleasant Valley guard Claire Garcia. She came up the court, she spun, she saw that one of her players was open, and she passed the ball. On the pass off, she got hacked in the arm. Fouls now starting to add up for Sacramento. One more and they're going to be in the penalty. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if Pleasant Valley can get a last second shot off here.
Tuatelli underneath, doesn't get it. Sacramento trying to run the floor. Tuatelli a little slow to get up at the other end. Finally did make it back to her feet. She may be partially injured as the first quarter comes to an end. Sacramento up by 2, 18-16. Very intense first quarter here in the Cardinal Newman Classic. Second game of the night. We'll take a break right here and be back with the start of quarter number 2 between the Pleasant Valley Vikings and the Sacramento Dragons.
Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron and Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, featuring hand-split redwood posts for a beautiful split rail fence. Cameron and Cameron, delivering quality for over 40 years. Malloy, Emery, and Vasconi Insurance Services, a professional agency with personal service, insuring wine country since 1890.
So we're ready for the start of quarter number 2 now, an 18-16 ball game.
Another steal by Sacramento. Their defense just keeps doing a good job.
Off to a great start in this one. Very intense battle between the Dragons and the Vikings. Turn and shoot, no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Kayla Joyce, who had 5 points in that first quarter, and she'll bring it up. Got to take care of the ball if you're Pleasant Valley.
Little Erica Holloway, 5'5", came away with the rebound. Smallest girl on the court.
Tuatelli tries a 3, and she got it. How about that?
That was a nice roll there, Dave.
The post player hits the 3, and just like that, Pleasant Valley takes the lead.
Looks like hopefully Tuatelli's okay. She's got a little bang up there. She gets the rebound.
Tuatelli with her 5th rebound of the ball game, and here comes Pleasant Valley, bringing it up against the pressure now. Nice bounce pass across, and the basket is good. Pleasant Valley on a little roll now as Flint hits that one. Nicole Flint. Garcia at the other end gets the basket for Sacramento.
Sac-High back in their full court press. See if Pleasant Valley can solve this press. Point guard Claire Holloway all the way to the basket. Lays it off for Tuatelli.
Tuatelli does not get that one, and it's tipped all the way up top. Pleasant Valley with a 1-point lead now as we go under 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
Nice give and go.
Tuatelli lays it, a little strong off the glass.
Beautiful give and go there from point guard Claire Garcia, and Sacramento comes down and scores.
So Sacramento back up by 1 now, and players hitting the floor, a little foul call there.
Fouls on Rebecca Brown.
Fouls on Rebecca Brown. 2-second foul.
2 checking in now for Pleasant Valley. Holloway has the important job. She has got to get the ball up against the pressure and get them into their half-court set. Sacramento backing off a little bit right now. I think Coach Massari realized the players are getting a little bit tired. They needed a break from the full-court pressure.
I think they're also accumulating a lot of fouls right now, Dave, and she doesn't want to get them in foul trouble here. They already have 16 fouls. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Walters dishes off beautifully to Advent, and she lays it in. Give Brianna Walters the assist on that one. Sacramento up by 3 now. Holloway does get him into the half-court set. 3 ball off the mark by Flint. Sacramento will take back over.
Flint had an open look there, one of the few rare open looks that Pleasant Valley has gotten. She was just offline on it. Pleasant Valley doing a good job in their man-to-man defense, matching up against the taller, more athletic Sacramento High Dragons.
Trying to add to the lead for Sacramento, no good. Coming down with the rebound for Pleasant Valley was that time Leach.
Pleasant Valley did a good job of blocking out that time right there. All the girls were in front of the other Sacramento girls, and there's a nice left-handed shot.
Leach on the baseline hits. Macy Leach. Under 4:30 to go now.
Back and forth we go, Dave.
1-point lead for the Dragons. Down the lane, kicked back out up top. 3 ball, a little short. Ball still alive, and it's Garcia who comes up with it for Sacramento. Into the corner, no good. Garcia fouled on her way to the rack.
Garcia did a good job of following in on that shot. She was out on the perimeter when the shot was taken, and she went into the paint, grabbed the rebound, and got fouled on the putback.
Mireille Garcia will go to the free throw line. She has 6 points in the ballgame so far, and she'll try to add to a 1-point Sacramento Dragons lead.
5'9" sophomore. First shot goes off the back rim. She's got a nice release, though.
Great tradition. A lot of just terrific former players for this program that have gone on to play at the next level and beyond at Sacramento High School as Garcia gets 1. They really pride themselves on trying to get players scholarships out of Sac High, and they've done a terrific job of doing that over the years.
Well, 5 NorCal championship appearances in the last 10 years.
2-point lead for the Dragons now. Pleasant Valley trying to change that. Holloway for 3 gives Pleasant Valley the lead.
Erica Holloway, the little point guard, 5'5", buries a 3-pointer.
Ball still alive, and a foul call. Definitely a rough and tumble game. Advent mixing it up that time. And might have taken a little elbow that time. Kayla Joyce Coach Newton not real happy, thinking there should have been a foul call, and saying, hey, come on, it could be a little dangerous. Elbows are flying, my player's on the ground.
Talking to referee Charlie Wisdom about it.
Advent will go to the free throw line. John Nancomb and Charlie Wisdom are referees here for these first 2 games of the night. And Advent gets the first one.
1-on-1.
It's going to get a bonus. Come on back, ladies.
Nice backspin on the free throw there for Advent, 6-foot sophomore.
Second one, no good. Holloway.
Getting a little point guard, Claire Holloway comes out with the rebound. She's doing a good job running the offense here for Pleasant Valley.
And right now they're having to do this without Tuatelli, who's getting a wrap over there in the corner. They're putting a lot of tape on that ankle for Tuatelli right now.
Yeah, let's hope she can come back.
It's almost like a cast.
They're going to need her, Dave.
And there's the basket. And once Speedy McMillan lays that in. Beautiful. Oh, an offensive foul on McMillan. Let's see if we can take a look at that ankle.
Yep, Speedy went to the basket. And the Pleasant Valley player had good defensive position on that and took the charge. No basket, take the points off the board. Audrey Eller had a good look at that. She's just a little offline. She took that shot to the nose earlier. She's okay, but Sacramento comes up with the rebound.
There's Tuatelli getting that ankle wrapped.
She sustained that
serious wrap right there.
Yeah, she sustained that right at the end of the first quarter there, Dave.
Yeah.
She had a shot that didn't go for her, and she came down on top of a Sacramento player. She's a gamer. She's coming back in, getting her sock back on. Pleasant Valley really needs her. She's definitely their biggest presence inside the paint there. They've done a good job, though, of keeping the game close when she went out. 26
High game.
Yeah, 26 all here, 2:37.
2:35 to go now, and Sacramento driving and dishing into the corner, no good. McMillan keeps it alive, last touched it. It'll be Pleasant Valley's ball. Big possession right here for the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings got Tuatellis over there walking it off a little bit, seeing if she can get back in.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee you she's not gonna roll that ankle again. With all that tape on it. Nice job moving the ball. Down the lane with the left hand, the basket, and one for Leach. Macy Leach.
Macy did a good job of using her left hand there. Kept the defender away from her. Banked it high off the backboard and got the foul.
5'11" sophomore, Macy Leach.
Trying to make the three-point play here. Free throw's just off.
Holloway gets an offensive rebound. How about that?
5'5", done a very good job of rebounding, Dave. She has 4 or 5 rebounds.
McMillan has the board now for Sacramento. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. And a little push off that time. Pleasant Valley called for the foul, and Macy Leach gets called for that one as Sacramento goes back to the line. Anna Blount.
Serena Tuatelli is going to enter the game for Pleasant Valley here. 2 shots for Anna.
And here comes Tuatelli back into the game.
I like what I see out of Anna Blount. She's only a sophomore. She's got a great future ahead of her. Very athletic, quick off the court when she jumps.
Both teams in the bonus right now. You can see the little B right next to their name. Here comes pass over to Holloway now. 28-26, Pleasant Valley by 2. Shaping it up to be quite a game here. Our second game of the night here in the Cardinal Newman Classic. Winner of this takes on the winner of St. Mary's Stockton Menlo Atherton tomorrow night at 8:30. And that pass goes awry, so Sacramento turns it over.
Yeah, the team's got a little sloppy here. The entrance pass for Pleasant Valley, they were trying to get the ball to Serena. Entrance pass wasn't very good. As Sacramento came down the court, they threw it away.
Both semifinals tomorrow night figure to be incredible games. Campolindo already won by 11 over St. Mary's of Berkeley as Holloway tries one from the corner. They take on the winner of Cardinal Newman and Oakland. That'll be the 7 o'clock game tomorrow night. We'll be covering that live. We'll got both winners bracket semifinal games tomorrow night live here on YSN365.com. Drive to the lane by Sacramento, a little strong. And that one goes out of bounds, last touched by Pleasant Valley. Under a minute to go now in the half. Been a quick quarter.
Olivia Lane did a good job. 5'7" freshman came in for Pleasant Valley. Did a nice job of defending that. Knocked the ball up out of bounds. You gotta like it when a freshman's in there playing, Dave. She's gonna
Rebound,
be on
Pleasant Valley.
Nice steal.
Stolen back away by Walters. Walters steps in front of that, gets by the player, but misses with the left hand. Players hitting the floor. It's gonna be Sacramento's ball with 42 ticks left here in this first half.
The freshman did a good job there. Again, Olivia Lane held her ground, had her hand straight up. Sacramento tried to, the offensive player for Sacramento tried to drive around her and missed the shot, but Sacramento retains possession here.
McMillan with a nice pass into the corner, and Garcia sticks the three. Gomes, I should say. That's Gomes.
She didn't have a lot of arch on that, but it went straight in. It was a beautiful shot.
Mireya Gomes, who's had a great first half. Rebound, McMillan. Here comes Gomes again now. Pass up top to Harris. Harris misses. Harris going after her own miss. Sacramento by 1 with under 4 seconds to go, and the tie-up call.
Unfortunately, Claire Holloway's getting up real slow here, the point guard for Pleasant Valley. Looks like she may be a little bit injured. Pleasant Valley's going to try to bring the ball up here with 3.7 seconds left.
Getting it across now. She's not going to get the shot off. Kayla Joyce tried to dribble up and give herself a look, but Sacramento takes a 1-point lead into the locker room. A very intense first half, back and forth struggle, and the Dragons ended up with a 1-point lead. Great game. We'll take a break right here, and we'll step aside and be back with a few highlights of this one, the start of the third quarter, coming up next here from the Cardinal Newman Classic.
Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman. Are you searching for a great high school experience? Cardinal Newman is the only Catholic college preparatory high school in Santa Rosa. Be a part of a community where you will be known and supported during these key years of growth. Be a part of a fun and positive student body who embraces challenge and responsibility through faith, academics, service, visual and performing arts, and competition. Learn how to apply at cardinalnewman.org. Tonight's game presented by title sponsor Cameron and Cameron Ranch and Vineyard Supply, featuring hand-split redwood posts for a beautiful split rail fence. Cameron and Cameron, delivering quality for over 40 years.
At George Peterson Insurance, we support the communities we serve and live in. You'll find us helping out at the Boys and Girls Club and Sonoma Humane Society, collecting food for the Redwood Empire Food Bank, and more. It's our goal to make our neighborhoods a better place. We're invested in your success. For over 75 years, George Peterson Insurance has been serving our communities and customers with top-notch service and competitive pricing. Find out what we have to offer. George Peterson Insurance, we've got your back.